Yeah, this one is way faster. Exactly too faster. Might as well upgrade.
All right, guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. We're out here in Studio A once again, and today we're checking out something a little different, but still seriously cool. This is the brand new Samsung S26 Ultra. I got it right here in my hands. I hope I'm one of the first in the country. Maybe not, but here's the S26 Ultra right here. And now, you know, every year Samsung tries to push the limits with cameras, performance, and battery life. And this year they went all in again with this. So in this video, we're going to break down the specs. We already unboxed it for you. We'll show you that. We're going to run some serious benchmark tests like Geekbench and 3D Mark and see if this thing is actually worth the hype. We also have my S24 Ultra right here as well. We're going to transfer everything from that to this and then start doing the arduous task of getting all the apps and all the logins back on the device. So let's get this started today. We're in Studio A. I'm super hyped for the S26 Ultra on Supercar Street Racing. Roll the clip.
Welcome to Second Car Street Racing.
All right, we're back, but before we even talk about when we opened the box, let's talk about what Samsung packed into this S26 Ultra, because on paper, this thing is absolutely insane. I haven't even powered it on yet. Now, first up, we have to talk about the display, probably the most important part of the phone besides the CPU. You're looking at a massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. That means everything from scrolling to gaming is insanely smooth. Now, Samsung has always been known for the best phone displays, and this might be the brightest one yet. Oops, I turned it on. Now, I accidentally just turned it on, as you can see, but inside the S26 Ultra is the newest flagship processor, which absolutely destroys anything you throw at it. It's paired with up to 16 gigs of RAM. This phone should handle multitasking, gaming, video editing, and pretty much anything else you want to throw with it without breaking a sweat. Now, for storage, you have a lot of options. It goes all the way up to 1 terabyte, which is perfect if you shoot a lot of 4K or even 8K video, which this is capable of. Now, the camera system is where Samsung always tries to dominate. On the back, you've got a quad camera setup right here with a massive main sensor, an ultra wide lens, 2 telephoto lenses also for crazy zoom capability. Now, Samsung's zoom technology is still one of the wildest things in smartphones. You can literally zoom in on things that are blocks away and still get usable shots. It's absolutely crazy. Now, for creators like myself, this phone can shoot 8K video with super stable footage and amazing night video as well. The battery life is also solid. It's got a huge battery that should easily last all day, and of course, you still get fast charging and wireless charging. I bought a 60-watt charger for this thing. I can't wait to try it out. Now, some notable other things to mention is S Pen support. It has the newest S Pen right here in the bottom. You just pull it out just like that. It has IP68 water resistance. It has 5G connectivity, Wi-Fi 7, and of course, Samsung's newest One UI software. And they always roll out a new One UI right around the time they release a new phone. And I saw one come out last week. So yeah, on paper, this guy right here is an absolute monster. But enough about specs. Let's go ahead and open the box. This is the brand new Galaxy S26 Ultra right in front of me here. Check out the stylish box right here. There's not a whole lot on the box. It just says Galaxy S26 Ultra, and it's got kind of an artsy display of the phone itself and the cameras on the back of the phone. On the side of the box and the back of the box, there is not a whole lot either. Just some information about the S26 Ultra there, and that it's in recycled packaging, and then on the side it says Samsung. Nothing on the top, and on the bottom, just all the relevant IMEI numbers and all that. So all all we have to do right now is proceed to unboxing this phone. All right, to get this phone unboxed, we first have to pull these little tabs on the back. One tab there down, and we just pull the other tab simply like that, and it does allow us to unbox the S26 Ultra. And checking it out, the back has a very, very cool look. It is white. It's got 2 cameras there, 3 cameras there, and I think the flash right there. Wow, what a cool looking phone. Notice the bezel is very thin all the way around the phone. Nothing on this side whatsoever. You can see right here, completely empty on that side. On that side, we have our typical buttons. Nothing really on top, and on the bottom, we have a peel satisfaction for the screen itself. We have our USB Type-C. It looks like we have our SIM tray there. It looks like we have our S Pen right there, which does just come directly out just like that, which does have a button on the side there. And that is about it. There's nothing else left in this box. Now on this side of the box, on this side we have a nice package here. We have a SIM card removal tool. We have a quick start guide here in different languages. We have a nice USB Type-C cable, and that is it for what is inside of the Samsung box. There's nothing inside this is a spacer. That is all that came with the Samsung S26 Ultra. And that's it for the unboxing of the S26 Ultra by Samsung. Okay, now that we got this thing unboxed, all we have to do right now is transfer everything from the old phone to the new phone using Smart Switch. We have the old phone right here, the S24 Ultra. Quite an upgrade here. We're going 2 phones up. We're going to go ahead and transfer all of this from this phone to this phone using Smart Switch. Let's get it done. All right, the new phone is officially powering up now. We've got the S26 Ultra on the right. We got the S24 Ultra on the left. Let's go ahead and see if we can get everything transferred over. And it is powering up. It says start, and I have to agree to all this stuff. I have to log into Wi-Fi. Go ahead and log in. Now it's going to want us to transfer the SIM card over, at which time we're not going to have any more network connectivity in this besides Wi-Fi. We're going to transfer, checking for SIMs on your other phone. Transfer. Now we have to put the code in, make sure nobody can steal it. It says transfer, and it's got my number on it. Transfer. I've never done this process before. It looks like it is electronic. Let's see. It is. It's electronic SIM, and my other phone is connecting to the network, connecting to T-Mobile. Contacts move. Now it says it wants to restart for updates, and there it goes. Now one thing I am noticing while it's doing that, this back does pop out a little bit, which prevents it from laying flat, but I do have a case for this phone. Now here is the Taurus case for the phone, and we are going to go to easy setup here, Galaxy or Android. Scan the QR code with your old phone. Let's go ahead and do that. It does say connecting. And I do have to put in my PIN, connecting to Wi-Fi. Let's go ahead and get our new case out of the box. Looks pretty cool. Check it out. It's got a stand on the back as well. Allows the phone to sit up and be looked at like a tilted up right towards you. Getting account info. It's going to copy my apps and my data over. And here we go with the transfer process now. While we're doing that, we can put our new face on. Fits perfect. And now the lenses are flush and it sits flat. This one is scanning for stuff on this device. It's at 45%. Okay, we asked it to transfer everything that it could, so it is now transferring everything from the S24 Ultra to the S26 Ultra. All right, the new phone is all set up, and we're going to go ahead and run 2 popular benchmark tests. First up is Geekbench. It measures the CPU performance, so it tells us how powerful the processor inside this phone actually is. Okay, we're all done setting up the new phone. Everything was successfully transferred over, and we went ahead and ran Geekbench. You can see it right here side by side. The S24 got 2172, the S26 got 3612, that's on single core. The S24 got 6716 on multi-core, and the S26 got 10,608. Now let's go ahead and run 3D Mark. You can already see the S26 Ultra loading faster. And it looks like it's getting around 135 frames per second, about 80 per second over here on the S24 Ultra. Okay, overall score is maxed out on both of them. Frame rate on the S24 Ultra was 38 to 135. On the S26 Ultra, 91 to 209. So there's a comparison of both devices. Single core scores are extremely high, which means everyday tasks like opening apps, scrolling, and browsing the web will feel insanely fast. Multi-core scores are also impressive, which is great for heavier workloads like video editing or gaming. Now let's move over to 3D Mark. 3D Mark focuses on GPU performance, which basically tells us how good this phone is at gaming and graphics. So performance-wise, this thing is exactly what you'd expect from a flagship. It's ridiculously fast. So whether you're gaming, editing video, or running a bunch of apps at one time, this phone can handle it. Alright, so after checking out the specs, the design, the unboxing, and running some of the benchmarks, what do I think about the Samsung S26 Ultra? Honestly, it's what you'd expect from Samsung's top-tier phone. You get an incredible display, one of the best camera systems in any smartphone, ridiculous performance, and a huge battery that should easily last all day. If you're someone who loves mobile photography, gaming, or just wants one of the most powerful smartphones available, this thing is definitely worth looking at. Samsung continues to push the limits every year, and the Ultra line keeps getting better and better. Now at the end of this video, we're also going to show you some real video and photo tests from the camera. We're going to continue to test this offline and check the battery life and real world performance, so there may be a video coming up soon to follow up on all this. So stay tuned right after this segment for real video and real pictures from the S26 Ultra. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Supercar Street Racing and Second Car Street Racing, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future reviews, tech videos, and some crazy adventures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Now on to the live video and real pictures from the S26 Ultra.
Yeah, this one is way faster, exactly too faster. Might as well upgrade.
Okay, this is 8K video on the S26 Ultra. 8K video, it will be down sampled to 4K. However, I am going to upload this directly to YouTube as 8K so you guys can see exactly how this looks in my yard and in my pool with all the leaves. This is 8K on the S26 Ultra at 24 frames per second. I have it 24 frames on purpose to be cinematic, and that's how it looks on the S26 Ultra.